What's up? It's your boy RJ Game News USA here, and I just want to go ahead and reflect on UFC Freedom 250 with you all because I think the event was a huge success. I'm really not going to go sit over here and talk about what happened during the matches and who won and who did anything like that, other than saying Gaethje won the main event, which was awesome. If you guys wanted to see my full reaction to that, check out my live stream. I did over 5 hours of covering that event, and I freaking loved it. I thought it was great. I've definitely become a UFC fan for life after that, but there's a lot of stuff surrounding this event that's very interesting. There's a bunch of woke libtards who are very upset this event took place, and I want to go ahead and just laugh at those people real quick and see what their complaints were and kind of like fight against that, because in my opinion UFC 250 was really fucking cool. Now, I don't agree with everything Trump does as president at all. I'm very against the war in Iran, and I got no problem voicing my opinion on these things. I think we should only be caring about Americans as America. But that UFC Freedom 250 was as American as apple pie. It was fucking amazing. And I just love seeing this woke left meltdown. So let's look at this clip and react.
UFC fight on the lawn of the White House. I mean, this thing, I don't even have the words to describe what the fuck we witnessed, bro. This thing was a catastrophe, right? Republicans went after Barack Obama for wearing a tan suit, which, by the way, objectively, he looked good as hell in that tan suit.
Gay!
That shit, let's be honest. Okay? But
Kyle, you're gay!
desecrating the White House on motherfucking steroids and human growth hormone. Okay?
Look at it. Desecrating the White House. It's such a desecration of the White House. Yeah.
I've never seen anything like this before. Never in my life skis. Let's start with this.
You're right. We haven't seen anything like this before. This was really fucking cool. That's what this was.
Okay? Brian Krasenstein says, what the fuck? Trump is fucking using honor guards at a UFC event on the Lincoln Memorial. No, this is not okay. Don't you dare call yourself a patriot while supporting this crap.
Oh yeah, I will call myself a patriot, sir. And I will support this crap, sir. This crap was really, really good. I want a WWE event there next.
Here, let me show you what was going on. I guess, was this the weigh-in, I guess? Yeah, my guess is this is not what the Lincoln Memorial is supposed to be used for. Yeah, this seems just a little bit disrespectful. Using the honor guards in this way seems quite disrespectful.
There's no, all these woke people that are like, oh, it's so disrespectful to do this and that. Meanwhile, they do a whole bunch of bullshit stuff themselves that's highly disrespectful to families and children and people with traditional values. We're supposed to be tolerant. And then, regular Americans just want to celebrate America at Washington, D.C., and they just cry and bitch and moan about it.
In fact, honor guards are trained for state funerals, fallen soldier ceremonies, and dignitary protocol. That is their sacred operational mandate.
This was dignitary protocol.
Just deployed them as set dressing for a UFC card. You don't get to call yourself a patriot and applaud this. Okay.
Yes, I do. This is a very fucking patriotic event that we just witnessed. So, yes, I can call myself a patriot, and I can enjoy this event. Yes, I can call Trump out for things I disagree with, but I could still give him a W where he does something fucking cool. And this is fucking cool.
But then we also have this. It was either the morning before or the morning of the UFC fight, but there's this thing called Nitro Circus, I believe, and I guess it might be the case that Dana White is either part owner or full owner of this company also, and look at what the fuck they were doing. This is so crazy. Look at
this. So what? We need more events on the White House lawn. Why not?
just like the backdrop of these historic buildings in Washington, D.C., mixed with fucking, like, literal idiocracy type, low IQ drivel. Like, what are we even doing here?
So, all of a sudden, sporting events and, motorcycle events and MMA or UFC, all of a sudden, that's low IQ drivel just because you don't like it. Just because you don't like who's in office, and just because you don't like the events they're putting there, it's low IQ drivel. Okay, cool. Cool story, bro.
Here. What are we even doing here? But I'm just getting warmed up, bro, because we also have this. The White House posted the morning of, wake up, it's fight night. And it shows, like, mega jacked fucking Uncle Sam AI slop ass image with fireworks and flags and, the cage for the cage fight. I mean, what do you even say to this? And then somebody quote tweeted it with President Camacho from the movie Idiocracy. By the way, do yourself, if you're drinking even one of those shits, you got people drinking multiple Monster Energies in 90, 95 degree heat. Okay?
So this guy's upset that they're handing out free Monster Energy at the event. So what? You're not required to drink it. Okay, if someone offers you something for free and you don't take it, who was harmed?
This was at the Ellipse, where they watch it on the big screen. And then, I'll show you in a little bit, but a bunch of these redneck losers started fighting each other. This is what ended up happening. This is what now has become of what's supposed to be, important historic ground in Washington, D.C. Okay,
yeah, it's fucking historic. It's even more historic after last night, if you ask me.
You have this UFC guy, Sean Strickland, used to be pro-MAGA.
Alright, why don't we just skip forward some? On. Oh, they're going to talk about the weather delay.
Okay, so we're now at the point where the Trump idiots are arguing with the weather. They're arguing with, like, basic forecasting, with factual descriptions.
No one was arguing with the weather. He's acting like the weather delay was awful. It was 30 minutes, bro. And then we got on with the event. It didn't even matter. It was a blip on the radar.
Would you look at that? Guess what? Turns out the Weather Channel was 100% correct because we did have a weather delay. Watch.
What we are dealing with right now...
Yeah, we know about it. We watched the whole event.
...is the weather.
I'm sure that's exactly what they had in mind when, this room was created, you fucking sick fuck.
The command center.
So having a UFC event and using a room for staging area for the fighters to warm up somewhere in the White House, that makes them sick fucks? Do you realize if there's no warm-up area for the fighters, when the fighters get in the ring, they're going to get hurt more than they would have otherwise? And that would be unsafe practices. So wouldn't you be the sick fuck if you don't allow them to have a warm-up area? Right, Kyle? Anyway, what people are really upset about, though, isn't even what he's talking about. What they're really upset about is the fact that COVID, whatever. No, what's his name? Hokett. Josh Hokett called Michelle Obama a man. And we're going to listen to that here.
At UFC Freedom 250, on the White House lawn, Josh Hokett knocked out Derek Lewis and then grabbed the mic and said, Michelle Obama is a man. Am I right, America? And everyone lost their minds. Now, this whole event had a bunch of outrage attached to it. Even without that, all kinds of people come out saying this is a joke, it's disrespectful, it's disgraceful, can't believe they're doing this on the White House lawn, it's Roman circuses, it's a distraction, it's terrible, it's an abuse of power. But these are the same people that had nothing to say, mostly the same people, that had nothing to say when Biden was doing stuff like when he had that big LGBT event and you had that trans influencer running around.
Thank you. The liberals want the LGBT events, and Trump could have a UFC event there. Okay. Problem solved. Don't like it, don't watch. That's simple.
By the way, the UFC is currently trying to pull this clip on social media. We'll see exactly how well this goes on our show. But let's see what he had to say.
Alex Pereira
Good Lord. That shit's funny. I'm sorry. It's funny. Like, look, even if I was on the left, I would laugh at that. Like, you can make jokes about people on the right or libertarians or whatever. I laugh all day long at this stuff. You know, but there's a lot of people on the left that just don't have the ability to laugh at themselves. Now, this Hokit guy, he was quite a character. He's undefeated in the heavyweight division. He flipped off Derek Lewis before the fight. And I was like, whoa! You don't see that hardly anymore. And I really enjoyed that, actually. I really thought it was great. But anyway, yeah, these people are just losing their minds over this event, man. I honestly think Trump needs to look at doing one of these events every few months of some kind. You know, even if it's not UFC, but WWE show needs to be there. They need to get other events there. Because honestly, it's fucking cool. And it's really neat to see all these woke people just lose their goddamn minds over freaking a building and freaking lawn. You know what I mean? Like, get over it, man. Just get over it. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this content, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. But until the next time, this is RJ signing out. Have a good one.